There are really people out here that will use God as a way to access you. And you might be thinking, what do you mean by that? People will distort the word of God. People will manipulate the word of God. People will manipulate what you perceive as their relationship with God in order to get more access to you. I had someone attempt to say like, oh yeah, I'm really trying to get close to God, but try to use that as a means for their own selfish gain and glory. It's something truly wicked about perversion and about using the word of God for your own glory. Be careful of those that are attempting to steal your light just so they can say they have access to you. Because that's how someone can steal your purpose, by distracting you long enough so you can be blinded by the truth of who they are and what that situation actually is. That will use God as a way to access you.
She ain't lying, and this is so very true. And this happens a lot within the spiritual community, especially. And I really feel like this is very prominent for people that have, followings, platforms. They are channelers, they are tarot readers, or they just give messages to people. Or this happens within like the chosen ones collective. Those that know that they are chosen, they have awakened to this truth of who they are, and it makes so much sense about their whole life path and why their life was so difficult from the beginning, and how they grew up in just such distressing situations, and they constantly face spiritual warfare. And now as an adult, they have gone through their spiritual awakening, and they have waken up to realize who they truly are, and they know that they are a chosen one, and they're speaking on it because they now are tapped in. You're going to thing is, I feel like this happens a lot in the chosen ones collective, and for just people that are just like channelers, readers, people that are just highly intuitive, people that are very gifted, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your clairsentient, your claircognizance. Those types of people that really have those gifts and share those gifts with the collective are going to have wolves in sheep's clothing coming around to try to basically fuck with you. Like, really, that's what it is. They're here to fuck with you. Because the thing is, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And the devil is also the author of confusion. So when someone comes in and they're talking that talk, they're talking about God, and they're speaking your language, because they know that when you talk about God, that's a conversation that you could really just talk for hours on end about, because it's something that is passionate within you. It's something that you are passionate about. Thank you. It's something that you care about. It's something that you have a great interest in. And when you have people that come towards you, and the way that these people are is like, one, they try to slide in your DMs, and they want to have like these private conversations with you. They basically want to just talk with you one on one secretly. Some of them may even come from like spam or burner accounts. They don't want to reveal their face or reveal who they are, but some of them are very bold, and they would just kind of reveal who they are. They'll be their actual selves. But the thing that they do is they come towards you talking about, they want to talk about a specific topic. Like, hey, yeah, let's talk about chosen ones. Or this something that happened with me some years back. I had talked about this. I had made a whole story time about it. But I had this one girl come up to me talking about, hey, let's talk about twin flames. And then basically we get to talking about twin flames, and we're having conversations. The next thing you know, this girl is forcing me to get readings done by her. Next thing you know, she's saying a bunch of stuff, trying to get me to like doubt my connection and doubt myself or everything like that. But they come and the way that she was doing it is, she's like, let me go ahead and do a reading for you. Oh, well, I'm pulling the cards, and spirit is saying this and spirit is saying that, because they basically want to say, if God said this or if spirit said this, then it's gonna be more believable, it's gonna be more plausible. But if they were to just say it like, well, I think this or I feel this, then it'll be more personal and it wouldn't be believed. So they basically want you to believe what it is that they are saying. Or I had a person recently come up to me talking about wanting to like message me talking about what it is like to be a chosen one and different stuff. And this person basically really revealed themselves to be like a wolf in sheep's clothing, because they come to me first wanting to talk about the chosen ones and everything, and how she feels like she resonates so much with the chosen ones, and she's watched a lot of my content and so many things have helped her and yada yada. And then after we have all these conversations and we were talking for pretty much like a few weeks pretty much, then she kind of comes out of nowhere and goes, oh well, you know what, like I asked God if chosen ones exist, and God told me that they don't. It truly doesn't exist. Do you think that chosen ones are just this self-righteousness thing, and just basically was always trying to like ask me certain questions to get me to pour out information just so that she can base her type of perception or opinion based off of my answer? And it's really just giving like, it's not, you know how a person's like having a conversation with you and you can feel like they're interrogating you or they're asking you questions, but the fact is like they're asking you certain questions not because they actually want to engage or they're intrigued. It's because they actually want to look down on you. They want to belittle you. They want to basically subtly throw shade. They want to, thank you, spirit, they want to judge you. Like, have you ever had a conversation with somebody where it feels as if they are judging you while they're talking with you, or it feels as if they're secretly using the information that they have for their own ulterior motives? Like, you can feel it in your energy. And when I was having a conversation with this person, I felt it in their energy the entire time. But you know, curiosity kills the cat. So I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna kind of move a little bit forward with them just to kind of like play it out, play it by ear, just see what I'm really dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And to just basically like see what's happening. And then eventually the person revealed like their true colors and revealed their motive with their energy. Why am I stuttering so much? Slow down. Another thing that this person did was they were talking to me about a certain topic. We were talking about something, and this person just that recently came to me, the person I was talking about, I want to ask you questions about being a chosen one and yada yada. This person also brought up like, you know, I just don't understand why people have to just be these activists. I feel like they're trying to just do it just for their own sake and they don't really care about the cause. Like these people talking about like all these people with this pro-Palestine stuff, like people posting about Palestine. It's like you can post about Palestine all day, but what are you actually doing for Palestine? Like, are you actually going into Gaza and helping these people? Are you actually delivering stuff to Gaza? And it's like, sweetie, that sounds all good on paper, what you're saying. However, there's a lot of it doesn't really sound good. I'm not even gonna front you with that. I'm not even gonna hold you. You sound fucking stupid, because if you have been watching everything that has been going on, specifically with Palestine and Gaza, you know for the fact that it doesn't matter how much money we raise, they're not gonna let us drop any money into that because they are blockages. It's like they're literally putting road blockages to help those people. You realize there are hundreds of trucks that have been outside the border trying to get in. So it's not like we're not doing anything. It's just like we are facing a roadblock. So if they are blocking aid, we have to fight another way. We have to fight through the media. And that's what everyone has been doing, right? And it was just being judgmental and talking down on people, where basically it's like, it's just giving it was basically giving like she was throwing shade at me because I have been making so many videos about Palestine since, you know, everything has went down, and really just spreading awareness, just getting people to like understand what's happening, to get people to empathize, and just talking about the atrocities that are happening and what we can do to just help be there energetically and emotionally supportive for the people in Palestine. And not just Palestine, but Congo, Sudan, Syria, Yemen, Haiti, everybody that's going through all of this stuff right now. But it's just like Palestine is kind of getting it at its worst right now. Like, let's just call a spade a fucking spade. And basically what this person will do is, so she'll say something very shady, but then turn around and be like, oh, but this is not necessarily bad to you. This is not insulting to you. I'm not criticizing you personally, but that's just kind of how I feel. And when she asked that question, I challenged her. I was like, well, what exactly can a person do to actually help the cause directly? Like, what do you have in mind? You got to challenge those people, because when they say such broad statements like that, when they're posing judgment, challenge their judgment and see what they have to say. When I challenged her, she didn't really have much to say after that, so she left the situation alone. But it was just very weird how 1 minute she's talking about chosen ones, and I resonate so deeply with your content and all of this, but then you turn around and say, oh, well, you know what? God doesn't have any favorites, and I don't even think chosen one exists. How can we even be chosen? What do you think about that? Like, girl, I clearly see what you're trying to fucking do. I clearly see you're trying to instill doubt in me. I clearly see that you're trying to sit up here and come after me because you feel threatened, or you're using my information to basically come prove a point and come expose me later for whatever I fucking said. Baby, I said what I said. I'm gonna stand on what the fuck I said. You post my shit, you post my shit, okay? But it's just giving, like, don't come to me, a very spiritually in tune, intuitive person, and try to run game on me. Like I told the girl in a message, I'm like, I respectfully, I no longer want to communicate. I no longer wish to talk to you anymore. You should have known better than to come play with me, because it's like I've run into people like this before, so I clearly saw what she was doing. So it's like, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna come talk to me about God, don't be a mockery. Don't make a mockery of my God when you want to come over here and talk to me about God, because that's my God, that's my creator, that's my mother, that's my father. And if you come over here talking that God language, but then you want to make a mockery of it, I lost respect for you. I lost all my fucking respect for you, because this is not something that I take very lightly. It's not something I play with. It's something I take very seriously. This is my fucking life. This is my whole world, my whole universe. And when people play with God with me, I don't like that shit. It's like, if you're going to come over here and talk about God, be legitimate. Don't be a fucking snake. Hate that shit, bro.